What up, boys? Welcome back to a new topic video. Today we're going to be making a tier list of the Clash Royale legendaries. So this is a new thing for me to do. I don't know how it's going to go down, but if it goes well, I guess we can do more of these. I was thinking, like, there's loads of different categories we can do, right? We can do epics, rares, commons, we can do win conditions, we can do flying units. Like, we can do so much with these. And like, legendary is just the one to get started with because it was mentioned in a Reddit review somewhere. So yeah, we're going to start with that. So as you can see, I've renamed the things and I've been very, very clever, me, and I've put the ranking in brackets in the name. So we've got meta, we've got viable, we've got consistent, we've got under average, and we've got failure because, yeah, I was sort of running out of ideas at some point, but shush, allow it. So we've got 5 different ranks, we've got 15 legendaries. I'm going to try and do 3 in each because I like them to be even. So some of you might actually notice that there are 16 legendaries in this game, not 15. The site was for some reason missing Ram Rider. Just as a side note, I guess I'd put it in under average. It's like not the best after its snare doesn't do 100% anymore, and it's not really that much of an enticing win condition when, you know, it's like worse than a Hog Rider. So I would put it in under average, and I guess that's just a little side note. Let's start with Bandit. Bandit I actually think is really good in meta, but I'm gonna do these with room for me to change them. So I'm gonna drag Bandit into viable. I think she's really strong, but I think there might be 4 legendaries that are better, and if there aren't, we'll move Bandit up. So Bandit for me is either A or B. There's no way she goes below that, and I'm just going to start her in B and see how we go. So Electro Wizard is sort of the same deal. I think I want to put him into B, but I feel like they're just better legendaries, and I don't know why. So I'm going to start him in C. He's really good, but he's sort of overshadowed by a lot of other range units, so I'm going to start him there. Graveyard right now, oh, it's a toughie. It's D or F for me. And I'm going to do the same. I'm going to keep around the middle. We're going to go D for now. I think Graveyard needs a rework to make it just better in general. It's pretty poor right now. The fact that, like, just poison will counter it, and the fact that you sort of need to pair it with poison, so it's a 9 elixir push, because literally, you know, a skeleton army will counter that thing. Like, goblins will counter that thing. Like, it's really easy to counter. You need spells to go with it, and the fact that it costs 5 makes it difficult. So maybe we take that down to, like, 4 elixir and make it less effective or something. Ice Wizard, for me, it's an F. This card needs to be with Tornado, and I guess it's sort of similar with Graveyard, right? But once you depend on one, like, singular card because it has a pulling effect, I think you're automatically an F. Inferno Dragon for me, I think it's viable. I think it could go into here, but also I don't think it's too great, so it could actually go into D. Lava Hound is either C or B. I'm going to put it into B for now just to even things up. Lumberjack I'm going to get a load of comments on, because I know loads of people like Lumberjack and they'd put it A or B, but really I'm not a fan, and I'm thinking more C. I really don't like Lumberjack as a card, and whenever I face it, I don't seem to struggle. I'm always fine against it. I don't really understand all the hype and why people are like, oh, it's so good, so I'm going to drop it in C for now. Magic Archer, complete F. It's sort of the same with Ice Wiz. Mega Knight, I'm going to go under average. I think it has its moments, obviously, on ladder. Are those birds? My window's open, that's why you can hear birds. Oh, that hurt. Alright, bird's gone, goddammit. Alright, where were we? Mega Knight, yeah, so people find this, like, really menacing on ladder and stuff, but personally, I don't, like, think it's that good. I think it needs a buff, in my opinion, and I've been waiting to do a tech video on Mega Knight for ages, but I want it to get buffed. The same with Graveyard, right? I want to do a tech video on that, but I want them to get buffed so they're at least viable, so I can make the video and not have to redo it at some point. Alright, Miner's easiest. Miner is just A tier. There's zero question about that. Miner's been, like, one of the best cards in the game for, like, probably almost 2 years now, most likely. Like, since it came out, it's been top meta, so it's definitely A tier. Night Witch, I'm going to put under average. I don't think it's a complete failure. I think it's usable, but definitely under average. Princess, this is where I need to start moving things, I think. I think I'm going to put Bandit up here, Ewiz up here, and move Princess into consistent, because I think it's a very viable card. It's definitely better than the likes of Mega Knight, Night Witch, and Graveyard, but it does rely on log bait, which makes it sort of worse in my opinion, but also it's just a very good card by itself. It's very strong, it's very versatile, it does a load of things very well. Royal Ghost is going to have to go down here as well, and I've just seen the last 2 cards that we have, and I realise we're going to have to move some stuff up if we're going to make this all freeze. So Royal Ghost definitely down here. It's not better than Night Witch, it's not better than Mega Knight, it's not better than Graveyard. Oh, it might be better than Night Witch. I don't know. I really rate Night Witch, like, personally. It's definitely not better than Mega Knight. It might be better than Graveyard. I don't know, I see Graveyard decks, but they're sort of off meta, so I think I'm going to leave it like that. Right, now Sparky is one that I want to put in D or C. I think the general like consensus is that it's a D tier, but personally I actually really rate Sparky. You know, I think it's not that bad a card, so I want to put it here. But I don't know if I should be going off of just what I think or community thoughts, because if I put it here, I don't know what I'm going to move up. Maybe Mega Knight, but honestly, I think Sparky's better than Mega Knight. Right, this is a my opinion thing, right? I'm overruling because my opinion. And then I'm going to put Lumberjack up here. Alright, this leaves us with Log, which has to go in here. I do not think Log is A tier. The thing with Log is that as a card in itself, it's actually... It's very good, right? Because it's a small spell, and those are crucial to the game. But because Barbarian Barrel exists, people don't use Log as much. But I think as a card, Log is actually okay. Now, I don't know which of these to move up. I'm not moving Lumberjack up just because of my personal bias towards it. It's either Electro Wizard, which is overshadowed, or Lava Hound, which is just sort of like... Okay, I'm going to put Lava Hound in A, which I never thought I would do. Yeah, that looks horrible. I don't think I would have done that. And then, do I want to move Inferno Dragon up? Not really. I think I want Log there. Can I move these in between them? Yeah, okay. So, as a thing, we're going to fully order them. I think this one stays the same. I think mine has been so good for so long. And I think Bandit is definitely second. Lava Hound's probably the one that would move down if I had to move one down. In here, I'm going to go like this. Oh, if it will let me move. Yeah, I'm going to put Log in the middle, Lumberjack first, just because I know Lumberjack is very good, but I refuse to put it in A tier. I think Lava Hound is better. I think Lava Hound is just, like, because it's a win condition, you see it be more effective, so I'm definitely going to put it there. Lumberjack stays here, then Log is better than E-Wiz, just because Log's a small spell. E-Wiz is okay. It sort of gets overshadowed by things, though. But so does Log, so they're sort of in the same boat. If Musketeer and Barbarrel didn't exist, I think both of these could actually move up into A tier. I think this one's actually correct too. I think Inferno Dragon isn't like a meta card right now, but I think he's very good if you run him in the right deck. And Princess is dependent on things, so I'm gonna leave Princess there. Sparky, yeah, definitely worse than Princess. In here, this one definitely needs to change. I'm going to go Mega Knight first, because you can just get a load of value. I'm going to go Night Witch after, because I personally really rate Night Witch, okay? I've said this before, I'll say it again. I think Night Witch is actually a very good card, and I think if you run her in Poison Bait, or as like sort of a mini tank in some very niche decks, or as high DPS on defense, I think she works very well. Personally, I really like her in graveyard decks, but to me, graveyard is just too expensive. It's not reliable enough. It needs other things to pair with it, so I think that is bottom of D tier. And here, I'm probably gonna go... I think I'm gonna go Raw Ghost there, Ice Wizard there. Oh, but Ice Wizard is so useless by itself. If we're taking these cards by themselves, as I have with Princess, right? Because if I could take Princess in Logbait, I'd probably move it up. But if we're taking these cards by themselves, honestly, I think Ice Wiz might be the worst worst legendary card in the game. I think without Tornado, Ice Wizard is so bad. It doesn't do anything. So if we're having Tornado, Ice Wizard maybe goes up to C, right? And like, I'll bring Sparky down to here, and I'll bring Graveyard down into here. But because it needs that Nado, I think it just is F. I think it's just the worst of F. And I can't see any other way to be ranking that. Magic Archer is obviously trash, but it's Fireball Bait, right? So, like, that's an automatic advantage. I guess Ice Wiz is too, but... I don't know, I feel like Magic Archer is more value, you can do cool things with chip damage, and it can just be hard to counter. Royal Ghost, like, it's bad. Oh, maybe Royal Ghost's under Magic Archer? I don't know. Because we're just arguing what's the trashest of the trash, so, yeah, I don't know. Finally, to end off this video, I'm gonna see if I'd actually change any. So, I'm gonna go Lava Hound versus Lumberjack, E-Wiz versus Inferno Dragon, etc, etc. So, Lava Hound, Lumberjack, I'm gonna keep it that way, discussed it before. Electro Wizard, Inferno Dragon, no, I sort of like what that is. Sparky and Mega Knight's interesting, because I feel like these two could be switched, but my personal bias towards Sparky is making me keep it in C, so I think I'm actually going to keep it in there. But if I was doing like a community one, I would definitely twitch Mega Knight up, but yeah, personally I just don't see it as that strong. Raw Ghost and Graveyard, I think there are some very niche Graveyard decks, so I'm going to keep it in there, and Raw Ghost is pretty dead after all of the nerfs that it got. So yeah, there's my tier list. That's it in sets of 3. Maybe I should do, like, if I wasn't doing sets of 3, so I'd definitely move Lava Hound to here. I would keep you all in there. I'd keep you in here. I'd maybe move you into here. And I think that would be it. I think I would do it like that. So yeah, if I was to not do it in threes, that would be my overall tier list, but you obviously saw the other one. It was you up to there and you up to there. So there you go. There's my two different tier lists, I guess. Me being neat and pedantic about it, or me being a normal person about it. But yeah, let me know what you thought of this video. If you did enjoy this, we'll do more in the future. Leave me suggestions of what we should rank. So I have all of the Clash Royale like card images on my computer because I make videos, so I need them for videos. So I can make my own tier lists, I guess. So if there's any categories you want me to do, like, you know, spells, troops, buildings, rares, epics, flying units, high DPS, win conditions, all of those, we can make infinite categories. We can do cards beginning with A if you really wanted to, like cards in the first half of the alphabet, or cards that are two-word names, or literally anything we could rank. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this first one. It was fun to do. I enjoyed making this. It's sort of, it's just, yeah, it's very cathartic, I guess. It's like releasing because it's so satisfying to have everything ordered and ranked, and maybe I'm thinking about it too deeply. And again, none of you care. You're here for the Clash content, not me talking about how cathartic I find ranking things. But yeah, I do hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, then let me know and we'll do more. But apart from that, boys, peace.